Hey everybody, this is Paula Ritchie. We're doing this again. Welcome to another art stream from OtherRealm Studio. And we are once again working on the Magnolia Fallen book, as we will be for the rest of the month, I think. We're doing this for um, I'm doing this to ultimately have a children's picture book of my sister's Fallen Rescue. And we're running a Kickstarter for the print run. And so if you would like a copy, this is the best way to make sure that you get one. If you pledge to the Kickstarter, we'll be able to afford to go to print, and I will mail it straight out to you. So check out Kickstarter.com and look up Magnolia Fallen Children's Book from OtherRealm Studio. And so we are back here today working on portraits of two fawn and my sister. So I had introduced a few too many yellow tones, but the shadows were being a little tricky last time. So I need to zoom in on this and uh, let's see, try and warm up the tones. So I think, oh right, I might have the volume up a little loud. I got a new, I uh, I didn't really get a new. I went through my playlist and my soundtracks that I've bought the rights to, and um, hang on, and I made a new playlist. I have not checked how long it is, but it's kind of substantial. So I'm going to try to introduce a little bit more warmth to the skin tone, and once I feel somewhat more happy with it, a little bit of experimentation, a little bit of back and forth. Um, let's try this one. Then I'm going to see if I can finish out one of the thongs and maybe work on some of the background a bit. Ah, definitely not that one. That one went purple. We're not going there. Alright, the ones down towards the bottom are looking really purple. These look too brown. Okay, this might be about, believe it or not, that might be about the right shade. Let's blend that in and see what it does. Now, I know I said as recently as last night that I'm not taking on any more commissions. Until I finish up what I already have, and that's going to take me the rest of the year. However, I did find a project that I might be able to finish up. Oh, that's so much better. Why couldn't I do this yesterday? One of the great mysteries of life. Anyway, um, so I may have found a project that I'll be able to do relatively quickly. So I might make this a shorter stream and finish knocking that one out. So just in the event that maybe the Kickstarter doesn't fund, I will at least be a little bit farther on covering the print run myself. And I will contact the backers if it doesn't fund, and see, that's blending so much better. I will contact the backers and still give them first shot at ordering a copy if I manage to save up enough for the print run myself. I cannot believe how much this has improved. Huh. Just blending in a slightly more pink skin tone. And suddenly Connie's looking more like herself. That's wild. So I do think that I have the face shape a little bit off, like right here in the jawline. So let me see if I can get that tightened up. Hang on just a minute. My glasses got smudged. I'm not sure when this happened. But suddenly it's aggravating me. Still smudged. I hope I'm not going to have to get up and go find where I set down the lens cleaner. Alright. Look, we're just going to have to live with that. Finish smudging in the shadow here. And once the shading looks right, it'll be about time to build in some eyebrows. I'm sorry for leaving the eyebrows off so long, but you have to have all the underlying layers done first. Otherwise, they just don't look right. Okay. So, yeah, I don't think I need to do straight black eyebrows. They just need to be a very dark and somewhat warm shade. Alright. Okay, when I tighten up the rest of the baseball cap brim, then that's going to cover the rest of this eyebrow, actually. So it comes down and comes down here. So let's see. We want a smoky gray. What looks smoky? This one looks smoky. A little light. Oh, but it looks a lot like this one. So far I've been holding up pretty well with keeping to the 8 o'clock schedule Eastern Time for the art streams. And I expect I will have plenty of paintings to do to fill this month. So, as far as I know, I'm going to be here doing the art stream, 8 o'clock. If it's June, I'm here. July, I have the rest of my life to get back to, but I can give you June. Let me see if I can warm up the corners of the eye so that it's not flat. Because having eyes stand out as flat is against what an eyeball should be doing. And let's put a little shine in. I know, I'm making Connie look like an anime girl. She's either an anime girl or a Disney princess. So there. Oh, goodness, almost forgot the ear before moving on. Let's go back to additional color set. Back down here. So I have one art stream soundtrack that I put together um, that I've named Epic, but it's a little bit theatrical for the subject matter this time. So I put together a new one that uh, recycles a bunch of the previous ones. But also adds in um, pretty much all the other ones that I really liked that were both calming and focused. Hmm. Okay, this may seem like a lot of time to spend on an ear, but it's just not something you want to get wrong. Oh well, if I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I'm gonna be a perfectionist for the entire thing. Just the whole project, it's not gonna be good enough. Not for a long time. But that's me and my standards. Okay. Alright, Connie looks real pretty here. Still needs a little bit of work, but I said I was going to work on finishing out a deer. So let me scoot my reference picture. Oh, come on, reference picture. Alright, so the little face got covered up. He got Mike Wazowski by the play button, but I think I can see pretty much most of his face in spite of that. And I'll enhance what I can and add in a few more details to make it look more um, on purpose, I guess. Let's see, these are a little orangey, these are a little red. Those turn off looking like mustard, so I guess I'd better go back to previous color set. Strangely, the dark orange makes, or vermilion dark, um, makes a very nice. Uh, will you stop this? AVG, I did not ask for you to do this. Okay. Oops. Back to the brush. Um, Lost my train of thought. Hmm. But yeah, a very good um, mid-range, solid brown. These up here in the upper row of brown are just very gray, and I prefer more saturation. So tonight I did not happen to post on my social media that I was going to be doing the art stream, but I posted the collection up until yesterday, the whole playlist on YouTube. So I have one titled Magnolia Fawn Art and Process, I think. I don't remember what I called it. It's got something to do with Magnolia Fawn. Um, so if you want to catch up, or if you just want playlist in the background and look up every now and then to see where I am in all these paintings, then you can look that up. You'll have uh, close to 9 hours of content. So I never really used to pay attention to how much time I spend drawing on a particular commission. So this is interesting for me, just to document how long this is going to take. I've gotten faster um, over the past few years. Now, I can't really see this little part in the hair in the reference, but I know it's there. Okay, not the bright orange, the one below it. And there's a little bit of white in here, which I need to cover up my sketch layer. I don't need to forget that I have not yet covered up my sketch. Okay. So if I didn't have reference here, I would not be putting all this detail in this phone's ear. Um, and maybe you wouldn't be able to tell the difference without checking the reference and getting right up close to it. But I feel like this lends more realism, um, more texture. This kind of detail is what's going to elevate the book from being just another slapped together book that's just for kids into a genuine piece of art. I don't think that we should scorn the things that we offer to our children. Uh, our kids deserve good art. They deserve to know what good art looks like and, how to tell it apart from bad art and uh, ideologically driven grift stuff. Um, and, money laundering. How are kids going to develop any taste if we never give them anything good? And so this book is intended to be something good. So I think that the trend lately where people don't want to support art unless it's like outright preaching a message and, hitting people over the head with it is a little sad and kind of pointless because if people start thinking that all art is a megaphone for those who can afford it to impose their views on everyone else instead of a means to communicate with other people, to share the human experience, um, then I think we will have lost something incredibly valuable as a culture. I don't think that we can afford to think like that. That the only value anything has is purely monetary or purely how well it gets across whatever our pet belief is. I I think that you shouldn't compromise on what you truly believe, and I also believe that you shouldn't exaggerate it either. These people who argue that your message doesn't go far enough when you're just trying to create good stories for people to enjoy, they're nothing but posers. If they really had any convictions, they'd be writing their own thing instead of telling you how to write yours. That's from my friend Ed. Because he's been having a hard time with people telling him how he should have done a project. They wanted the project done the way they wanted, then maybe they should have done it themselves. Let's do these tiny little details on this phone's muzzle. There we go. I like this side of his face. Let's see if we can touch up the other side. Right where he was Mike Wazowski'd by that play button. Screenshots. You can't live with them. You can't live without them. Let's see. The shape is about right, but it's also about wrong. Hang on. Let's see if I can tighten it up by uh, painting the background color, in this case Connie's shirt, over it. And then I can bring it back out again if I need to. Okay, I think I see what needs to be done with it. Okay, a little finer of a brush. Okay, I think I've got this eye. And now let's tidy up the ear. Okay. So the top of the head needs a little bit more work, but I'm going to have to put Connie in the background before I finish that off. Um, Connie's hand needs a bit more work. But I am happy with the fawn's little face. She has such a cute little face here. Okay, let's reset display. Yeah. All right. Back up. Straighten my back a little bit because my posture is terrible. All right. I think that's some decent progress for tonight. Can't even talk straight anymore. Um I will be back again tomorrow night. And good evening, Thaddeus. I don't know how to do the rest of the syllables here. That would be a little complicated. So I'm just about to wrap this up for tonight. I've been on here nearly an hour. I'm averaging about an hour every evening, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern, working on the Magnolia Fawn children's book, which is now on Kickstarter for the print fees. So you know that the project's going to get done because I will be on here for the rest of this month, painting it. Whether it sees print or not, that depends on y'all. So go look it up on Kickstarter. I would greatly appreciate that. If you come across me on social media, I'm OtherRealm Studio. Give me a like and a share. And thanks for watching. Good night.